Hi everyone, this video is an overview on the Annotated Bibliography assignment where you are reviewing and evaluating Edgar Huntley scholarship. So I am just going to read through the assignment sheet and hit the highlights on what it is that I want you to do for this assignment. I'm going to start with the prompt. I want you to create an MLA formatted annotated bibliography with 3 scholarly articles whose primary focus is Edgar Huntley or Memoirs of a Sleepwalker. So this is the text that we are reading in this unit, and a lot of scholars have been trying to figure out what's up with Edgar Huntley, with this novel, and in what way, or maybe literary lens, should we approach the text and analyze it. So there's a lot of content out there that's analyzing Edgar Huntley, that's been published on Edgar Huntley over the decades. And I want you to pick 3 articles, scholarly articles about Edgar Huntley, read them, cite them, summarize them, and then evaluate which article you find most convincing. So at the beginning of your annotated bibliography or at the end of your annotated bibliography, I want you to have a paragraph that tells me your subjective impressions on these 3 articles and which one you find to be maybe something that has convinced you to believe the ideas of the scholar, or something that you found to be the most persuasive for you. Annotated bibliographies are structured with a citation and a paragraph below each of those citations. The paragraph under the citation is a 6 to 8 sentence summary of the source. Make sure that you are summarizing using your own words. Don't quote anything, and please don't plagiarize the abstract, which means you would just be copying and pasting the abstract below the citation. You must read the article yourself and provide your own unique summary of the content that you read. I've got some information here on how to find scholarly articles. There's a ProQuest scholarly article research section in the LMS for you to take a look at if you need help identifying scholarly articles, but I recommend using ProQuest or JSTOR, which is both of these are accessible through Mitchell's library databases. You want to make sure that you're reading the entire text, not just a summary, not just a short abstract, and I would encourage you to search Edgar Huntley when you are looking for scholarly articles, and remember that some of these texts have been published as Huntley with a spelling without an E, so Huntly. And some of the texts have been published with an E at the end, so Huntley. If you search one spelling and you're not getting a lot of scholarly articles to populate in JSTOR or ProQuest, then you might try the other spelling and see what's going on there. Okay, pick article titles that are interesting to you. That's a great place to start. If the title looks like something you want to read, then the text is probably going to be interesting. When you are making sure that you have a scholarly article, here are some, guidelines. These aren't foolproof, not 100%, but for the most part, scholarly articles on English Lit are going to be lengthy. Most of them are going to be somewhere around 15 to 25 pages. And then there are going to be a lot of citations at the end. Most scholars will cite at least 15 to 20 citations or sources to help craft their argument and really provide support for their analysis. And analysis is sort of the third component of identifying a scholarly article. There should be the author's own unique original analysis. It shouldn't just be a book review or a summary of someone else's ideas. So scholarly journals do publish book reviews. So when you are looking for a scholarly article in our databases and you select full text and peer-reviewed, that content will also, that search will also catalog book reviews. So just be careful, make sure that what you're reading is giving the author's own analysis of the text and not just a summary of someone else's ideas. There's no true required length. You should make sure that your annotated bibliography cites and annotates. For me, that just means summarize 3 scholarly articles. Again, make sure that you begin or end with a paragraph that tells me which one of these articles you find most convincing and why. Most students, when they submit this assignment, turn in a 2 to 3 page MLA document, so double-spaced, things like that. All of this is research-based, and then there's a little bit of subjectivity when you are writing your evaluation. Again, ProQuest and JSTOR are great places to search for scholarly articles. When you're structuring, I say here, begin with that paragraph that answers the question. Which of the 3 sources on your annotated bib is most convincing and why? But it's fine if you want to put that at the end. Maybe you want to cite and summarize all 3 of your articles first and then provide the paragraph. As long as that paragraph is either at the beginning or at the end, it's fine with me. Make sure that you follow the structure of citation, annotation. That annotation, again, is your paragraph summary, then another citation, your next annotation, and your final citation with its annotation. Use MLA 9th edition, double space, indent your annotations using, tab. If you're missing any source, so I need 3 sources. If you're missing one of those, there will be a 25-point deduction just because I will consider your assignment incomplete. And as soon as I finish this video, it will be available, but I've got some videos on here that might be helpful for you. The Little Seagull handbook has some information on annotated bibliographies as well. At the bottom of this document of the assignment sheet is some information on how I'm grading this. So I'm looking at citations and formatting, a little bit of grammar assessment, and then for the most part, I want to make sure that your summaries tell me you read the text and that you thought about what it was saying and you could summarize it. And you've got an evaluation paragraph where, again, you're answering that question, which one of these was the most convincing for you? That might kind of sound like, which one did you like the most? Which one did you find to be the most effectively persuasive? I'm just curious to know kind of like your subjective impressions on the research that you read for this assignment. And then when you're finished with all that, you're done and you can submit the assignment. And if you have any questions, please let me know.